Good morning, everyone. Welcome in, and we're about to get started here shortly. Just allowing time for notifications to go out that we are actually live, and if we have members from the Facebook group, formerly known as Boost Infinite, now known as Boost Mobile with two asterisks. Um, Glad to have you guys here. I did post links in the group for those people who wanted to come watch and have a discussion, share their thoughts, questions, emotional outbursts. I'll kick the camera on here in just a second. I'm getting things set up. Got my favorite beverage, some green tea. Got my vape mod all juiced up. Got my device here that has the Boost mobile app downloaded on it, so I can show a little bit of that. We're also going to take a look at the website too as well. Before I get started, though, you guys may see two QR codes on the display itself. The upper left one is if you'd like to, share a monetary small donation, and anything helps. You definitely could do that to help out the channel and get those directly to me without YouTube taking a percentage of it. It's up there in the upper left corner. The bottom one is for Helium Mobile, but just give me just a moment here. Sorry about that. Got early morning phone calls. Got a lot of things going on this morning. My apologies for that. My apologies for the dead silence. But okay, as I was saying, yes, upper left QR code. Anything helps. If you want to set a monetary donation, that's greatly appreciated. QR link below is if you'd like to try Helium Mobile for 1 month free. Scan that QR code to get my promo code. By signing up and using my promo code, you get 1 month free to try out Helium Mobile. I guess you could say the service that's hitting the scene, mostly dealing with crypto. And so, yeah, you can see some of my past videos where I discuss a bit more about Helium Mobile and how it works if you guys want to get some info on that. But regardless of that, I'm going to take that off the screen today because we got lots to talk about with this whole thing with Boost Mobile. It's been very interesting. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Glad to have you here. We're going to kick the tires and light the fires and get into this whole shindig. As this morning, basically going into my Boost Infinite app, and it was telling me, like, hey, you could download the Boost mobile app. Everything's being migrated over there, but why not download it now and start using it now? And I'm like, okay. So I downloaded it on my phone. Right now, I have the SIM card in my iPhone 12. And so you can see the Boost logo. It's kind of blurry though. Sorry about that. But you can see that one right there is a new Boost mobile. It has a Boost name with the Infinite logo in it, and then a very tiny mobile at the bottom of it. There's not really anything different in the Boost mobile app compared to the Boost Infinite app. The whole entire user interface is pretty much the same layout. So don't expect anything grand or different within that case. So we'll go ahead and share the screen. If you type in boostinfinite.com, you will be rerouted over to the Boost mobile page. So the actual website for Boost Infinite is no longer there. Do that. I think that's a much better look and feel. And so at the same time, too, I can get you guys into the live stream. So people can see your posts. Baby Yoda, appreciate you for being here. But all right, as you guys can see, Boost Mobile plans, right? So they have changed everything. When you go to the actual like homepage in itself for Boost Mobile, let me go do that real quick. And you know, you're greeted with this, right? 30-day money back guarantee with the whole I love you signs. You know, you got this whole new happening here. And it says the network energy tells you to shop plans. Unlimited plans starting at $25 a month. And like I said, the $25 a month is not ever going away. That plan will always stay. They have taken a good idea with the new plans, which we'll go over. But I don't know. The pricing to me is not really competitive. It's more like on par with what's already out there, but we'll get into all that. But I do like the idea of what they're doing with the plans. So you got your options. You can bring your own phone and do the $25 a month forever. You can shop new phones and go on any other new plans. Feeling switchy, time to change. A fresh take on wireless. The juice is worth the squeeze. 5G speedy data is my game. 99% nation coverage. No risk, 30-day money-back guarantee. You can check your coverage. We built the network. We'll get into all those here in a little bit. No contract required. Boost Mobile unlimited plans. Okay, so here you have it. The new plans. All right. Pretty much what a lot of people expected they were going to do, right? So when they first launched the $25 plan, and that $25 plan was the early infinite access plan, and it gave you a little bit more than what the unlimited plan gives you right now. So with the $25 monthly plan, it's literally unlimited talk, text, data, no contract required, $25 a month forever. Buy now, pay later available. So you can buy a device now, basically device financing. You should be able to do that. And then 30 gigabytes of premium data access. What's that mean? Means that if you cross 30 gigs of data, you will be slowed down to 256 kilobits per second. They say that they slow you down to 5G speeds, but after my testing and my friends' testings, when you're throttled, you're actually slower to 2G speeds, not 3G speeds. So kind of a false advertisement there. But that's the basic $25 unlimited plan. Taxes and fees are not included on this. Now keep that in mind because that is one of the changes here. If you need more data, okay, just getting 10 extra gigabytes of premium data will cost you $25 more. So instead of $25, you'll be paying $50 for their new Unlimited Plus plan. With the Unlimited Plus plan, you get unlimited talk, text, and data, no contract required, up to $300 in device savings. So if you're looking to purchase a new device, you can get up to $300 in savings on that. It includes hotspot. It includes global talk and text. Monthly taxes included, so it's $50 flat. There's no additional tax and fees on that plan. You can do the buy now, pay later. It's available. It doesn't say subject to credit check, but I'm pretty sure it still is. So, and you get 40 gigabytes of premium data. So once you cross 40 gigs of data, you are slowed down for the rest of your bill cycle. So that's something to keep in mind there. Now you have the unlimited premium. This is their overall plan. What I know for a fact they're going to be pushing a lot of people for Dish to start making money on this little adventures of theirs. So the unlimited premium plan is $60 a month. It's unlimited talk and text. There's no contract required. Up to $430 in device savings. You get a hotspot, global talk and text, North America Connect, monthly taxes included. So it's $60 flat rate. Buy now, pay later available on device financing, and 50 gigabytes of premium data service. So what does this mean initially for those that are on the AT&T side or the T-Mobile side? Obviously, Boost had restructured their deal with them as far as network access to those that are on the AT&T or the T-Mobile side. The Dish side is not available in every city just yet. It's supposed to be available in my city. However, due to my address location, if I was to add a line, the system will still generate me for an AT&T SIM rather than a Rainbow SIM. So while it is available in my city, doesn't mean that my exact location gets the Rainbow SIM. I've been checking here and there because I'm looking to add a line to my account just so that way I can get the Rainbow SIM and see like what happens there. can you still win Boost coins to get bill credits? I don't know about the prepaid side, because this is the postpaid side we're talking about. So this used to be Boost Infinite. They now merged Boost Infinite and Boost Mobile together as one. So I can't tell you, because when I'm logged into the app, mine is postpaid. So that whole where you can, spin to get 500 Boost coins, which is equivalent to like $5, right? Yeah. Not entirely sure if that's still there. So if you have the Boost prepaid side, and you still if you have service with that, I would say log in and check. If you don't, and you're thinking about going back to Boost Mobile prepaid, I can't tell you if it still has it or not. I don't have prepaid. Anyways, yeah, so that's the plan. Now, shout out to the homie Sneed and his bandit of amazing people. Can't say who they are, but they go out of their way to make sure that everybody learns and understands certain things that's happening in the telco industry. So big shout out to the SMT Nation, because they called this next thing that's about to happen. They called it. They called this too, the plan changes. They knew that Boost was not going to hang on the $25 plan forever. I mean, they tried that. They thought by having a much cheaper plan would just make people gravitate towards them, and it kind of did. It was starting to pull that a little bit here and there. I mean, on my Facebook group, I see people that talk about it that were upset. What up, Jose? That were upset with their transition over to Boost Infinite, because maybe their number didn't import correctly, or they got put on the rainbow SIM, whether eSIM or physical SIM, yet their line is still not active. It had been like a week. There are a lot of frustrations that these customers have, and okay, Jose says the Boost prepaid accounts still work for those. Well, what he means is that the little game where you spin and you can earn Boost coins, and that applies as bill credits. He wants to know if that's still available on the prepaid side. I don't know, because I don't have prepaid with Boost. So if you know, please tell. Of course, they're still going to have the prepaid side. That's the whole point. I'll get into that as to why. But anyways, yeah, so the SMT Nation pretty much called it out that, they were going to raise prices. They weren't just going to solely depend on the $25 plan. And they were right. They did. So, you're getting a little bit more data. You're getting hotspot. You're getting the extra add-ons to justify the price from $25 to $50. And the same going from $25 to $60, right? So, what are the benefits of the Unlimited Plus and the Unlimited Premium? Well, basically, you're getting a little bit more data. You're getting access to hotspot if you need it. And taxes and fees are included, which a lot of people love to hear that. People love Boost Coins is no longer working. Okay, confirmed. Thanks, Jose. I appreciate that. That's one thing that's a major thing, right? It doesn't matter if, to me, from what I've learned from what people have shared with me on social media, doesn't matter if the price was $75, $80, $90. If taxes and fees are included, most people will accept it, which I find it to be strange because I like to save money. So you just got a plan for $12.50 for the first month? Okay. Anyways, but yeah, we knew they were going to raise prices on it, and they did. They also raised prices on their Infinite Access for iPhone and Infinite Access for Galaxy. Right now, it's $65 a month for either one. And with that plan, it's unlimited talk, text, and data. New iPhone included every year. $830 in device savings. Buy now, pay later. Annual upgrades. Global talk and text. North America Connect. 30 gigs of premium data on both. Okay, you're paying $65 a month. So you're sacrificing by getting a phone every year. This is what I don't understand right now. You're getting a new iPhone every year on this plan, or you're getting a new Galaxy device with this Infinite Access plan. They're holding you down to 30 gigs of premium data, whereas on the the $60 plan, you're getting 50 gigabytes of premium data. I don't understand the logic here. I mean, honestly, I think people would find it, in more value, more savings. I think people would find it, more value in these two plans right here, because you're getting the annual upgrade on device. If it was a difference of $5 between these plans and the unlimited premium plan. Anyone let me know if they agree with me on that take right there. I feel like, if you're bringing your own device and you're going with the unlimited premium, paying $60 a month flat rate, no taxes and fees on top of that, and you're getting the unlimited talk, you're getting the device savings, you're getting hotspot, global talk and text, North America Connect, device financing, right? For $60 a month, I mean, that seems decent. If your infinite access plan is, your infinite access for iPhone or for Galaxy, if that one's just $5 more because you're actually getting an annual upgrade every year, like you're picking a device, right? You're either picking the latest iPhone or the latest Samsung Galaxy device, and then every year it's upgrading, right? So the price difference of $5 between that and the unlimited premium, but giving the data allotment of 50 gigabytes instead of 30, I mean, it's a tough spot. It really is. And honestly, if Dish is to say they had to go with 30 gigs because of their MVNO agreement with AT&T and T-Mobile, then don't offer the infinite access plans on those networks. Like, make it as a thing where the infinite access for iPhone or for Galaxy is for those that's going to be put on the Dish wireless 5G network. Because then you can set your allotments. You could go completely unlimited and do slowdowns during congestions like, Metro by T-Mobile does or whatever. I know Metro by T-Mobile is prepaid and this is postpaid. This is the fourth carrier. The fourth carrier is now officially Boost Mobile in the United States. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. What do you guys think? So now Boost will be known as prepaid with postpaid features? No, Boost Mobile is the fourth carrier. Okay, so and I get it, because I know this is still going to cause confusion. The confusion's not going to be alleviated because the damage was done when they decided to have Boost Infinite and say that this is postpaid, and then keep Boost Mobile as prepaid. They already caused the confusion there, so now people are going to be more confused now that both sister companies are merged as one and it's under one name. Boost Mobile is a well-recognized name, so they went with that completely. But it's the fourth carrier. Boost Mobile is the fourth carrier that competes with Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And just like you have Verizon postpaid, Verizon prepaid, T-Mobile postpaid, T-Mobile prepaid, AT&T postpaid, AT&T prepaid, you have Boost Mobile postpaid and Boost Mobile prepaid. So in a way, it does logically make sense that they put everything together under one brand name. The confusion's still going to kind of be there, but I think over time people will kind of get it because it's just going to be one name, Boost Mobile, one name to remember, one name to recognize, Boost Mobile. Okay, and it works out because I don't know if you guys remember, but when you went to Boost Infinite and you try to sign up for service and maybe your credit was not good enough to get a line of service, it would tell you that your credit wasn't all that good, but don't worry, they got prepaid offerings, and it would have a hyperlink to take you to boostmobile.com. Same thing here, just you don't have to go to a different webpage, right? Everything's now on boostmobile.com. So if you do not qualify for a postpaid line of service based on your credit with Boost Mobile, then they will offer you prepaid options. Which is so weird. It's so weird because they still got a lot of things to fix on this. They really do. So we'll go to plans. Open it up specifically on plans itself. And yeah, here we go. I'm going to throw the Helium mobile QR code right there at the bottom. So again, before we go on with this, we'll go to a quick pause. But if anyone wants to try out Helium mobile, unlimited talk, text, and data for $20 a month, scan the QR code below, use my promo code. It gets you your first month free to try them out. I'll keep it up for another 10 more seconds, take it off, and then we'll continue on. Helium mobile is what I use. Check out my past videos also as well to get more information on Helium mobile too, so that way you understand how the services work and how you can pretty much use to earn crypto from it to pay your phone bill and basically have no phone bill. But yeah, Go to my catalog of videos and check those out. Anyways, back to where we are at. Let's kick it going. We get to some of these things here. Throttling data, thumbs down. The Metro $25 plan is a better plan if you still can get it. Metro brought it back, so you can get the Metro $25 unlimited plan if you sign up with them. If you bring your phone number and your own device. If you bring your own device but you get a new number with them, then it's $35 for the plan. It is, I guess you could say, like it is for someone who uses a lot of data. Yes, I would say like, yeah, Metro is going to be the better offer. Verizon Visible is going to be the better offer because they offer unlimited with no throttle. Okay, but not everybody uses over 30 gigs of data, to be honest. Not everybody does. This is why Mobile X exists and has a demographic, because there are people that don't even use 1 gig of data. They can get a cheap phone bill on Mobile X. Most people have home Wi-Fi and connect to home Wi-Fi. So what's the point of complaining about data throttling if you're never going to reach that threshold? Because at home, you're always on your Wi-Fi. When you're on your Wi-Fi, you're not using mobile data. When you're away from home, you're using mobile data. One thing I have learned, and I'm not saying that Jay Allen is this type of person. So I'm not directing this to you, Jay. So don't take offense to this. But I'm just going to say this straight out. I have no filter on me, and I'm a no bullshit type of guy. But majority of people who have chatted with me that complain about data throttling and want fully unlimited, unthrottled, unlimited data, uncapped data, are usually the ones that use their smartphone as home Wi-Fi for them. So they turn on hotspot and they link the hell out of all their IoTs to this. And that's not a real good thing. Yeah, depending on your smartphone to be your home internet is, yeah. I know Visible you can do that because they have unlimited hotspot. There's no limitation to it other than they kind of cap it. It's supposed to be like 5x5 on the speeds, but it can go higher than that. But yeah, anyways. And yeah, so let's kick forward. I don't see any prepaid options now. I think when you run it, because I could be wrong. They could actually stop with all the credit checks for a phone line and are just not going in that direction, and anyone can sign up with them, literally getting on the $25 plan. I think the credit checks are now really just going to be used for when you're doing device financing. So yeah, maybe later on this coming weekend, I'll probably try to sign up with a different email and then see if they try to run my credit. Anyone could do that also too, and confirm with me also. And if you're part of the group on Facebook, if you're part of my group on Facebook right here, and you guys are watching, and you guys try signing up, let me know in the group chat or just post it in the group feed. By the way, I did run a poll real quick. It's still running right now on the Boost Mobile group page, and literally, so you guys can see it better, I'll make it bigger. Looks like 75% of people agree it's a great idea that they merge the name to just call it Boost Mobile. 25% currently right now say it's going to be more confusion. We are currently sitting at 24 votes. So I'll leave that running. Actually, let me refresh real quick and then I'll let it refresh and then I'll go back to that post. Got a lot of people talking about the whole name change and everything, so that's cool. We even got insight that stores are going to be involved too, so we'll get into that here in a little bit. 29 votes, it says. Hold on, and refreshed again. I don't know why it does that. 29 votes, 68% says great idea, 32% says more confusion. Okay, I appreciate everyone for hitting the polls. Yeah, so it's going over the same thing. Buy now, pay later plan. So that's this, right? And it gives you like a comparison to compare all of them. Unlimited, unlimited plus, unlimited premium, infinite access for iPhone and Galaxy. Take your plans beyond with premium add-ons. So now you have premium add-ons. Let's view that. What are the premium add-ons? Yeah, I know a lot of people say that Dish Wireless would have sounded better, and I think the only reason why Dish will not use their name, they feel like it's going to cause more confusion, that people are not going to know that it's phone service, because when you think Dish, the first thing that pops to your mind is TV service. They can't call it Sling Wireless because you think Sling and you think online video streaming service, right? So they're not wanting to brand this where it's going to cause confusion to think it's an entirely different product. Now, Boost Mobile, people know what that is. They know it's phone service, and that's what they want. They want you to know it's phone service. So I feel like that's the reason why they didn't go with Dish Wireless or Dish Mobile. It's because they don't want to cause that type of confusion. They would rather you be confused about phone service, but know that the ultimate thing is phone service, than to think it's completely different service. Boost Mobile was meant for prepaid. I mean, Boost Mobile can be prepaid for a long time, and it could have been an evolution to postpaid. I mean, I really don't know where the end game is for this, only because, if they merged it all as one and it's just all as one, and really like you get like the postpaid benefits just from doing like the device financing and stuff like that. I don't know. And Sneed's video, if you guys didn't catch Sneed's video, he did drop a video talking about this about 2 hours ago. And someone in the comments of his video works for Boost Mobile stores and said that Boost Mobile stores are emailed already of the change, and that customers on the postpaid are able to go in there and get service. But the person stated that if you're getting a phone, like if you're going to finance a phone or whatever, you're not going to get it in store at this time. They're going to ship it to you. So they'll do the order in store, but the phone will be delivered to you via UPS. And that's so stupid. You know what I mean? Like that's stupid to do that, because one of the biggest problems in my group that people talk about is that people, their phones get lost, not delivered, all that other stuff. They need to bring back the chirp Nextel. I wouldn't agree with you on that. I will take the data speeds of today over the IDEN network, right? CDMA, GSM were way much faster in data delivery than IDEN. And in order to do the chirp from Nextel, it works on the IDEN network, which is a very obsolete network. Think about it. When Boost Mobile had the chirp feature and they brought the first Android device with the push-to-talk chirp, like the YouTube app and everything that was on that Android phone would not work unless you were connected to Wi-Fi, because the IDEN network cannot handle a high volume of data traffic. Can't. So, and there's apps that you can download in the Play Store and the App Store that's very similar to that walkie-talkie. There was one that was called Tickle, Tikl, and it literally was push to talk, and you can map your buttons on your device. Like your volume up could be your chirp button, aka your barge, and you would chirp the exact same way. So there's apps that can bring you that experience. We really wouldn't need them to go back on an IDEN network just to have that experience. Anyways, premium add-ons. Okay, so their most popular add-ons: data hotspot, high-speed data, and premium visual voicemail. So $10 for the additional, $10 for the hotspot, which allows you to use all of your premium data as hotspot if you want to. Okay, so it's not unlimited hotspot data. It counts against your regular data usage. So if you're on the $25 plan with 30 gigs of data, if you use 15 gigabytes on hotspot, which means that your smartphone will only have 15 gigabytes of premium data to use for the rest of the month. So be mindful of your hotspotting. $10 extra a month gets you high-speed data, so that's an additional 10 gigabytes, right? So on the $25 plan, if you want, if you want 40 gigs instead of 30 gigs, you can save just by turning on the $10 a month high-speed data. The $50 unlimited plan gives you 40 gigs of premium data access. You also get the additional add-ons, like being able to call to other countries, right, or using your phone in Canada and Mexico. Like you have that added into the $50 unlimited plan, which gives you 40 gigs of premium data. But if you don't want all that other stuff, you just want unlimited talk and text and you just need more than 30 gigs of data. $10 more puts you at $35 a month for the plan, and you get 40 gigs of premium data. So I guess that's one of the deals they want you to kind of like look at, and like it emphasizes there when it comes down to the plan in itself. Yeah, hopefully they fixed it too, because like on the AT&T side, if you turned on high-speed data, the speed pass that gave you an additional 10 gigs of data. If you were on the T-Mobile side, for some reason, the T-Mobile side, you were throttled after 35 gigs instead of 30. And if you added the high-speed data pass, instead of 10 gigs, it gave you 20. So you were bumped to 55 gigs of high-speed data. So it makes me wonder if they changed that. And if they did, that sucks for all the ones that got the T-Mobile Blue SIM. Because, yeah, now you're down to, what AT&T customer side got. Global talk and text for $10. Stay connected. You can call and text up to 200 destinations. North America Connect allows you to use your phone in Canada and Mexico. You can stay in touch with unlimited talk and text and 5 gigabytes of data while roaming in Canada and Mexico. That sucks. $20 a month for global roaming. And stay in touch with friends and family back home while traveling abroad. Take advantage of our introductory price of just $20 a month. That's less than $1 a day. I think on this one, you get like 1 gig of data to use internationally. And then after that, like I think you're cut off, or you can just buy additional. Looks like Amazon's still advertising Boost Infinite. Yeah, the rest of the stuff, it's going to take time for it to catch up. It's going to take time. So they really need to get on the ball with that. But I mean, one thing with Dish, me knowing them, having worked for the company for a while, me knowing them, they poorly execute any changes that they do. Like, corporate doesn't communicate well with the front lines, doesn't communicate well with the region managers. So yeah, that's pretty much them. Do I think Boost? Do I think the $25 Boost plan, if activated, will be on native Dish network? Yeah, I think it will. If they don't, right? If you choose the $25 plan and it only puts you on AT&T or T-Mobile and leave the Dish connection to the $50 and $60 plan, that's going to be really stupid. Because then, why would anyone go with Boost $25 and be limited only to AT&T and T-Mobile? I mean, I know it was like that before. Honestly, if those people didn't know, it was like that before. If they kept it that way, to me, that's stupid. I would rather, if I was benefiting on the T-Mobile side for data speeds, like Jay Allen said, instead of being on Boost, I would go to Metro, where there is no limitation. There is no 30 gigabyte, premium data then throttle. I would go to Helium Mobile at least. If going to Metro wasn't a good idea because of the pricing, and if I didn't qualify for the $25 price on Metro, then I would go to Helium Mobile because it's $20 a month, $5 less, getting the same thing. And at least with Helium Mobile, the throttling is differently. So when you do pass 30 gigs, you're not slowed down to 2G speeds on Helium Mobile. You're slowed down to 1 megabit per second speeds. Yes, it's slower, but it's not sluggish like Boost offers with their throttle, or any other company that throttles. Because most companies, when they throttle to 2G speeds. Helium throttles you down to a bit above 3G speed. So I would rather go Helium than go with this. But I mean, yeah, that's a whole different case. But yeah, you get global talk and text, North America Connect, and global roaming on the internationals. Safety and security, you get Boost Protect, our comprehensive phone protection program designed to cover you in the event of theft, damage, or loss. Give your peace of mind by protecting what you can't live without, your phone. They know people can't live without their phones. And yes, if your phone gets stolen, stuff like that, there is a deductible you pay, obviously. They're not just going to like give you a phone right out. And I think you're only limited to like two instances you can use the Boost Protect a year. So don't get your phone damaged, broken, so often. Some people got butterfingers and they can't help it. You know, they're always prone to accidents and break their phones. Forget it. But try not to. Or put a case. Wrap it with a case, right? Like the same way that you would wrap it with a condom and, you know, be protected. Do the same thing with your phone. Case up. Boost Family Guard. I like this, but there are free options, like free things you can use out there that will, you know, you can safeguard your family, but they offer it through them too. $10 a month more gets you Boost Family Guard. Boost Family Guard is a parental control app with location sharing, allowing parents to track their children's devices, see their location history, establish safety zones, and regulate screen time. You can do this with Google Family. But you know, if you're on Android, I'm sure Apple does the same thing similar. What up, Sneed? I'm sure Apple does the same thing with, you know, with their iCloud. So yeah. But I mean, you know, it's at least Boost Infinite's offering it. Boost Mobile's offering it too. It's gonna be a while before I get used to just calling it Boost Mobile again. Secure Connect. Stay safe while browsing public Wi-Fi's. Eliminate Wi-Fi dead zones. Reduce video buffering, and enjoy seamless handoffs between Wi-Fi and cellular to create the best experience. So I guess that's some sort of VPN that they're offering for $4. And then they got entertainment. Unlimited games for $5 a month. Juega ya. Juega ya. I'm so excited for it. So if you want to know what this is. It's just written in Spanish. Yeah, see, everything. And this side is written in Espanol. And on this side, it's in English. It's Unlimited Games. Unlimited Games is a cloud-based game service with hundreds of ad-free, hyper-casual games that are optimized for smart devices on any network. All right, you got mini-me videos, watch ad-free shows your kids love, and promote healthy mental and social development. Ooh, where the hell is Boost going in on this? And then mini-me games. Play educational games that make learning fun for kids. No ads or in-app purchases. I'm gonna get that for my kids. I'll grab them a Boost mobile line, and then I'll make them play this instead of Fortnite. So they have educational games to mess around with. I mean, you know what? All joking aside, I mean, hey, that's great. That's great that they're doing this. And you know what this tells me? With all these add-ons that you get, along with the new plan options that they have, it tells me that Boost is in serious danger, and they need money. They need money. Okay, riddle me this, Batman. Does all this stuff combine together, and just what I talked about, the new plans, right? The base plan, $25, Unlimited Plus at $50, Unlimited Premium at $60, the Infinite Access plans for iPhone or Galaxy at $65, the add-ons, $10 for the hotspot, $10 for high speed, $3 for visual voicemail. You got the Global Text, North America Connect, or the Global, well, those two are $10, $20 for global roaming, $8 for insurance, $10 for a Family Guard plan, $4 for secure connection, which I think is VPN, and then $5 for games, $5 for mini videos, $5 for mini games as well. Like, all these things are nickel and diming, in my opinion, and it just means to me that Dish needs money. They're in danger. Like on a video game, you would get that warning sign, danger, danger. I mean, there's predictions from some very, very intelligent people who have made this claim. One claims that they would see bankruptcy by 2025. So is that the end game? Are we going to see Boost Mobile on the platform with Shao Kahn being finish him? Because Boost Mobile's done? Are they going to sell? They're going to have to. Because all this is nickel and diming, in my opinion. This is a lot of stuff. This ultimately will confuse people more than anything. You know, especially these two right here. Unlimited games here, mini-me games here. Like, I know these are meant for, like, children. Probably they're pushing these in, for children, like, 10 and under. And these are for, like, teenagers. Well, I mean, Verizon's going to do that because, with data connection deprioritized. Yeah, you're not going to be on the same QCI level as postpaid. They're not going to do that. Obviously, the perks of joining postpaid on Verizon is that you get faster speeds than what you would get if you go with their prepaid options. I mean, yeah, a visible customer is still counted as a Verizon customer. I might be wrong. Sneed can let me know that. Sneed's your telco wizard, or in the I love the way Technoid comes up with it. Sneed is Zordon when it comes to the telco rangers. So he'll know, but I'm pretty sure Visible is counted under Verizon customers. They're not going to give you the same network access that their postpaid or even their business lines get. There is a great difference. Every company does this. Every company has a tiered priority access to the network, and during times of congestions, who are going to experience the slowdowns, who connected to the towers is going to be prioritized over all the other ones. I mean, every company does that. My favorite drink, by the way. Happy birthday to me next month. I'm so dreading my birthday. I'm going to be 42 years old next month. Turning 42, I'm kind of scared. I'm getting much older. Let's check out the network. Let's see. We're Boost Mobile. They're not. Okay. Sneed, if you're still here, can you confirm with me $25 plan? Because I've been asking my friends, at work. I've been asking them. They tell me that if you're on the $25 plan, you're not getting the Rainbow SIM because $25 plan members are not given access to the actual Boost network. Can you confirm? Because I believe it was that way before, like when they launched their actual own 5G network. Those on the $25 plan were not able to access it. Like you got the Rainbow SIM. I think if you got the iPhone, but yeah, no, I'm an old man. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm already starting to get more gray hairs. I mean, I used to only have 25 plan is now Boost prepaid only. Oh, so that's how they're doing it. So technically, I'm on the $25 plan with Boost Infinite. So now I'm basically considered prepaid. Because I'm not moving. Oh, it's pretty much up to my wife. I got to talk to her about it. But yeah. Being that, that's weird. So postpaid side, Boost can no longer tout that they're one of the cheapest postpaids. It will be AT&T primarily based on activation guidance. That could change, of course. Yeah, they could change that, of course. Yeah, but for now, it's basically primarily AT&T. Got it. Yeah, so they're still doing it the same way. So those that are on the $25 plan, they are really making sure that they're not getting access to the Boost 5G network. Ant, you're late. No, you're not late. You're okay. I'm not finishing just yet. We're gonna discuss this for a while. Welcome to the Hair Club for Men. That's one thing I do have a receding hairline right here. I got it. That's one thing I really don't have to worry about. At least at this point. If you guys see me with a haircut, it's because it's thinning out. But right now, it's not thinning out. I mean, like in the mirror, I don't see a thinned out area with a bald spot happening. But if it happens, it happens. I mean, it's part of life, right? I look like I'm in my 30s. I appreciate that. All the prepaid promo deals are gone. Yeah, pretty much. So they say, while other carriers promise to say, we actually built our network for legit nationwide 5G. So they use O-RAN technology. So you can call your friends with your face. Hold on. False advertisement. I know I'm fucking around. Don't want to take me serious there. I just thought that part was funny, so you could call your friends with your face. I know they meant video calling. Send pictures of your pets. and cruise into whichever sunset your GPS is set to, whatever makes your monkey dance, if you know what we're saying. I don't know. That sounds like an HR statement right there. Activation portal is down at Boost. Yeah. They can't ever do anything right. Right, Sneed? They can never do anything right. And anytime they, I mean, I watched your video this morning, right? After I set up the live stream, and I was like, okay, we're going to talk about this. And then I got notified. And it was like, you dropped the video an hour. Like, I hate YouTube. YouTube notifies me, and it's like, your video dropped, and it said an hour ago. And I'm like, shit, why didn't it tell me when it dropped? Nonetheless, I caught your video. I watched it. I saw some of the comments for those people that, you know, are shedding light on it. Shout outs to a lot of them for letting us know how the whole store thing works. Because, yes, that's one benefit of this, is that you'll be able to start going into stores. But it doesn't mean you can go in right now and get the full-fledged works right away. I think one person commented on your video, Sneed, and they said that you can order a phone in the store, but it's going to get shipped to you. I think that's stupid as hell. That is ridiculous as hell. Like, I can go through all my members' posts, and there's a lot of them in here in this group of mine that made mention that their phone was shipped to them, but they never received it, and Boost doesn't want to refund them the money. They want them to pay for, you know, the device, even though the customer didn't get it. It's a whole clusterfuck of things. And don't get me wrong, people have heard me bash Boost Infinite, okay? I don't hate the company, and I don't want them to disappear, because we do need, you know, 4 carriers in this nation. We do need competition. I just hate how they're so oblivious on how to execute things. I mean, yes, Dish was focused on satellite TV, but setting up accounts, customer plans is not that different from setting up mobile phone plans. Like, you used to have like top 200 choice, top 500 choice. Yes, I used to work for Dish way back in the day. I worked at their call center in Oklahoma City. Anyways, very similar, very similar thing. So, like, I don't know, they poorly execute any change that they do. So that's sad. Mind you, also, if you are on the $25 plan and you have the AT&T SIM from Boost Mobile, start monitoring your credit, because it looks like that it's made mention that the AT&T cyber breach, the hack that happened to AT&T, Boost Infinite customers on the AT&T side were affected, as well as other MVNOs like Red Pocket and whatnot. So be watching your credit and your stuff like that. And don't answer any weird text messages with hyperlinks that says go here to cancel your purchase or something. I did one yesterday. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I had a scammer call me yesterday, and so I let him remote into my VM machine, and at the same time I remoted into his computer and syskeyed his computer. So yeah, that scammer ain't gonna call me. Probably hates my guts. They should have named themselves Sprint 2.0. No, I mean, Sprint and Boost have bad reputations attached to their names, but Sprint has a far worse reputation. I worked for them for their retention department. Believe you me, it was never a walk in the woods. There were no beautiful flowers to smell. I have been cursed by so many people in this country. One person told me to drown in a bucket of bleach. Someone hoped that my dog died and asphyxiated in its own vomit. Someone wished my parents would pass. Someone cursed my parents for giving birth to me. All because I wouldn't, do things like unlock their device that they didn't finish paying off, right? They wanted to cancel Sprint and port to T-Mobile, and then they were like, unlock my phone. And it's like, yeah, you didn't finish paying it off. And it was really bad. Sprint 2.0, no. Plus two, they couldn't do it anyways because, T-Mobile acquired Sprint. So technically, the Sprint name, I guess, would belong to T-Mobile. Like T-Mobile could sue, so they're not gonna do that. 99% of nation coverage. They got to include T-Mobile and AT&T in that coverage because their Boost 5G is not all across the U.S. just yet. We take a cloud-first approach. What's the cloud? Just means we keep all our data in the air, not in a costly, stuffy basement. So you're lying. There are servers that you can say is cloud storage. They're not in the. This is gonna confuse. I know someone is gonna read this, and I'm not trying to make fun of them, because I mean we all come from different walks of life. But someone is gonna take that statement literally and think that their photos are in the cloud. Oh, their verbiage is just so weird. Risk-free, no chance of regret here. Try risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Let me add on to that to make that statement true. Risk-free, okay? No chance of regret over here at Boost Mobile. Try risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee, as long as you do not attempt to port your phone number to us, because we have a high issue with ghost ports and missing port requests and lost numbers, lost MDNs. Don't do it. I know a lot of people in my group have talked about they ported their number over just fine, and I'm glad that nothing happened to their number. That still doesn't alleviate the fact that there are people who decide to try out Boost Mobile, formerly known as Boost Infinite, and they port their number over, and the port gets lost. The National Porting Center cannot find it. There's no way for us to just go into the abyss and find that mobile number and pull it out with a fishing rod. That's not how it works. Once a mobile number has left one company's network to switch to another company's network as a native number to them, if it doesn't reach that new carrier you're going to, it's lost in limbo. Think about it like being in a black void where not even light can illuminate. You're not going to find your number. There's no way that Boost reps can pull the number. There's no way you can go back to your previous provider and they can pull the number. It's gone. So I know that's, not very constructive and helping to Boost Mobile, but you could try them risk-free for 30 days. Try them out. Get a new number from them. Try them out. Now, if you want to take the plunge, if you want to stay with Boost Mobile, you're absolutely sure you want to stay with this company for your, your services, and you're ready to make that plunge, and you're willing to, sacrifice your phone number in hopes that the port goes through 100% complete, then you can just add a line, port your number over, and then cancel the other line. So I was asked too by a friend of mine if I would ever consider going back to work for them. I told them I'll consider going back to work for them if they start doing things right. Like if a customer requests to speak to a supervisor, that supervisors would actually take the phone calls. Like we would three-way, not transfer, but three-way into that call. That's one thing. Like when I worked as a customer care rep for not only just Boost Infinite, but also for like Verizon and Sprint and stuff. One thing I didn't like to do, and I would always get into arguments with my team lead and the operations manager. Like they would pull me for coaching and they would scold me, and then I would talk shit back to them. And I would tell them, I'm not doing call avoidance. I know they want me to transfer them to a supervisor and then get off the call and take a new call. But I hated that because it was like 98% of the time when I transferred my customer to my supervisor to take the call, my supervisor would come to me and walk to my desk and be like, so-and-so says that you said this. And it's like, but you already have me on another call. Now I got to tell that customer, just bear with me for like a quick hold for like 1 to 2 minutes. And then I'll put them on hold and then listen to what my supervisor had to say. So like my thing was, I never left calls. I started transferring them over. When I didn't transfer, I brought in a supervisor for my customer to talk to, and it would be a three-way call. I would stay on that call. I would just mute my mic. And then if the customer was like, well, your rep said that I could get a $500 credit, and they were full of shit and lying, I would unmute and be like, I never said that. And we can pull the call to listen to it. I liked being on there. I talked to a representative, and they said they are actually prepaid. Don't know if that's 100% right or not. I think they're prepaid, as my friend Sneed said just a while ago. Let me go highlight his comment. So Sneed Mobile Tech says $25 plan is now Boost Mobile prepaid only. So I'm assuming that it's prepaid only for the $25 plan, and that the $50 and the $60 plan is considered postpay. I mean, I really don't know how they're gonna do this though. That's gonna be so weird. And since I'm on the $25 plan with the Boost Infinite, now Boost Mobile, I just paid my bill today. So are they switching it now where it's like my bill cycle is going to run from today all the way until the 17th of the next month, August, which is the day before my birthday. Like, is that how they're going to do it? Because you can't say it's prepaid if you're using the services first and then they're billing you and your bill's due 14 days after. I don't know. It's weird. Wouldn't surprise me if Dish does a stupid thing, and if this doesn't work, that like everyone that's on Project Genesis, they decide to just call it Genesis Mobile and make that their postpaid and go off of that. I don't know. By the way, Sneed, did you get anything from the guy known as Boost Blake? Last thing he told for me, he doesn't have anything outside of Reddit. So I don't know if you want to make like a bullshit Reddit account just to connect with him and chat with him in a DM and have him help you out on that thing we talked about. But yeah, you could try. Most people will tell you that Boost Blake is pretty good as far as getting things done. I honestly feel like that he's probably somebody that works with the back office team. The shit that he's able to do for people, like normally Boost Infinite would never move somebody over from AT&T to T-Mobile. They would just tell you that, you know, to add another line and get the T-Mobile service line. This guy would actually get you moved over from the AT&T side to the T-Mobile side, or from the AT&T side to the Boost 5G side with the Rainbow SIM. Like, he's able to do that. And the only people that I know that could do that are his back office. And so I believe he probably works with the back office. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Nationwide, 99% coverage, because saying 100% coverage can get you some deep shit. 99% nationwide. The Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. Money back guarantee applies to online activations, requires port-in and auto-pay. Whoa, yeah, they kind of really just finally put that little aspect there. Customers activating in stores may be charged a non-refundable activation fee. That's crazy. No, I'm good on Reddit. Okay, I got you, man. So if I walked into a Boost Mobile store, they can sell me a postpaid plan now. Yeah, you can. I guess you can go into a Boost Mobile store and you can. Well, they haven't made the changes yet, so don't go today because there's still a lot of things that they're changing, right? Like Sneed said, the activation portal is down. Obviously, they're making changes to that. They're making changes. They're probably merging access in their system known as CAP. They're probably merging that all together to where now there's not limitations for their care reps on whose accounts they can handle. Got an email about all these changes. This is what it states. Same plan, same bill, more services. No changes will be made to your plan, add-ons, coverage, or bill due date. Okay. In fact, you gain access to new add-ons and services that will improve your wireless. So maybe I guess what they mean by like it's prepaid. Maybe it's in the fact that they're probably not going to run your credit for a phone line and they're only going to run your credit for device financing. Because that's what they used to. They used to do that, but that's what they were doing. This is what caused more confusion. Also, you had customers that would sign up for Boost Infinite. They would go with the Infinite access for our iPhone, and so they would put in their social. The credit would get ran. It would say, you know, congratulations, you qualify. They would set up for the plan they wanted. They would pick the iPhone they wanted. Then it would tell them that your order's placed. So then they would be like, cool, my order's placed. And then like an hour later, they would get an email. The email would say that they didn't qualify for device financing. And it would confuse the customers because they'd be like, wait a minute, you said that was approved. And, you know, me trying to do damage control in my group, I would explain to them like they can only run your credit once. They can't run your credit twice. Okay, that's illegal for a company to run your credit twice. So they didn't do a double credit check. What they did was they ran your credit, they got your credit report. Your credit report was good enough for them to qualify you to get a line of service with them. But reviewing your credit report from the sales team, you were not qualified to finance a device. And they were very choosy on who they would allow to finance a device. There were people that had a 725 credit score and were denied. There was the only guy that I know of that I knew that had the lowest credit score to get a phone with them had a 753 in credit. He had a 753. He didn't have a lot on his report. He didn't have, well, let me make this correct. He didn't have a lot of negatives on his report. No overdue balances, no recoveries on him. He was good with a 753 and he got financing device. I have not heard anyone having a 600 credit score and was approved with financing. Going with Boost now is risky, I feel. There's a lot of things that's true with that statement, Jay. There's a lot of things true with that statement, and it's because Dish has no clear direction where they want to go. If you subscribe to Sneed's channel, right? That's the name of his channel, Sneed Mobile Tech. If you subscribe to his channel, him and the SMT Nation, his panel that joins him on podcasts, but they do talk about this. That's one thing you will hear quite a bit. You will hear that we can't see a direction of where they're going. And we really can't, even with this latest move, even with this move to Boost Mobile, we really can't see a direction of where they're going. I mean, this is a smart idea to merge it all into one so that way the confusion stops, where, people felt like Boost Infinite was completely separate. And then you had to explain to them, no, it's a sister company, it's postpaid, it's the fourth carrier. And yeah, because, even with their customer care reps get so much heat. You have a customer on Boost Mobile prepaid, and you can tell because of the plan that they're on, and they're yelling at you because their service is not working and yada, yada, yada. You're like, I got to get you to the correct department. We are Boost Infinite. We are postpaid, sister company to prepaid Boost Mobile. And they don't want to hear that shit. They're like, F you. You just trying not to help me, but go ahead, stick me on another damn hold for 20 minutes. It's like, I really don't want to do that. And I would tell her, like, I'm not putting you on hold for another 20 minutes because, care reps have priority. If you don't understand why there's such long wait times when you are calling in by phone, part of that reason is like, there could be 10 people in the queue waiting to speak to a rep. And if I'm a rep and I have to transfer somebody to your department, then yes, I'll be put into the queue. So the queue will now have 11 people waiting, but I'm priority. So they would actually route me to like third in line or second in line to the next rep available. So yes, care reps cut regular customers in the queue. That's why there's sometimes long waiting periods. This is why they tell you, that there could be like a 15-minute wait. I have a few negatives on my credit report, and SmartPay was able to let me lease with Total Wireless Online. But that's Total Wireless Online. I'm talking about with Boost Mobile, right? Yes, other companies you can have a less, you're right, Ant. There are other companies that you can have, okay credit score, right? 600 is considered okay. It's right there in the middle, right? Like 300 is very low. 900 is high. 6 is right in the middle. And yeah, you could device finance with other companies, right? Boost Mobile was very picky on it. And obviously the reason, in layman's way, I can explain it like this. The reason why they were such picky on who they financed the phone to is because they couldn't take a huge risk of loss for devices they were selling. Their devices that they were selling, if they were selling iPhones and they were financing, $1,000 phones, because that's what they were doing, right? They were like doing, before they came out with the infinite access for iPhone plan, they had the unlimited plus with iPhone, right? You would get an iPhone on them, and people would get that iPhone and they would try to go import and go somewhere else, or they would just not pay their bill and their account would close. And so they would take not only a $25 loss for the plan or $40 loss for the plan, but they would also take $1,000 loss for the phone. Now you think if like 10,000 people got iPhones for free from Boost Mobile and then walked away, not finishing their obligation to pay off the phone, then yeah, you do the math, right? 1,000 times 10,000, it's 100,000. I could be wrong. My math could be off. Anyways, yeah, so it gets really bad, right? It gets really bad. No, it's not 100,000. What the hell am I thinking? Anyways, it's really bad. It's money loss. Money loss means that they're screwed, right? Because in the early days of Boost Infinite, if you guys did not know, Dish was not making any money on it. There was no profits being made for the amount of customers that they had. and for the plans that they were selling. They were their first goal was just to get people to discover them and join them. Okay, that's what they needed of people to do, was discover us, join us. That was it. So they were making no money at all. I mean, when I first started working for Boost Infinite, our customer care really wasn't busy, and this was after the cyber attack. But customer care wasn't really busy. I think for the first 2 months, it was hard for them to train us. When I first started with them, and I was in their 4-week training class, it was hard for them to train us because when they would put us on the phones to take live calls, I think in an 8-hour shift, one time I only got 1 call in an 8-hour shift. The whole other time I was sitting at my desk right here because we were working remote. I was sitting here at my desk with all my systems pulled up on my first monitor, and YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook on my second monitor. And I made YouTube videos while waiting for a phone call. So yeah, when business started to pick up, we were like maybe 40 minutes in between calls. So I was getting like 8 calls a day. Now I hear from a lot of my friends that still work there that they're back-to-back calls. So I mean that's absolutely crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna open up the grounds for you guys to express what you guys think of all this. The floor is open. Share your thoughts, ask a question, have an emotional outburst. It's all up to you. We have the open ground now. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel? I don't like the new Metro Flex plans. Like if Metro did some shady shit and pulled me off the $25 plan I have with them, I'd totally take my number elsewhere. Like, I'm actually considering leaving Metro, or my daughter has the Metro line now. I gave it to her. I don't even really use it. I use my Helium mobile line and my Boost mobile line. But after watching Sneed's video the other day, it's yesterday that he posted up there, I'm actually looking into Total Wireless and their home internet, and using that home internet for me to live stream, because right now I use the T-Mobile home internet for my connection, and sometimes when I'm loading up a page, it buffers and it starts to lag. So I'm actually thinking about getting Total Wireless, going with one of their plans, and then getting the home internet plan bundled with it. It's like $35 a month for the unlimited Verizon home internet plan with them. So I'm probably going to go that route. If not, probably go to Visible and use their coupon code to get, I think, like $10 off on Verizon home internet. That's probably like the thing that I'm about to be doing here like next month. I would say before you port a number over to Boost, just open an account with them. Open an account, try them out, see how it works out for you in your area. Because you can always port your number by just opening a second line, closing out the first line that you used to try out. And you should be okay. I know it seems like a lot of work to do, but it's just, they haven't fixed. So here are the problems that Boost has not fixed, right? They're doing all these big changes, changing up plans, adding new add-ons and services. But here are the things that they have not fixed that has been a problem with Boost since day one, since they opened up for beta and was doing the infinite access plan, right? Their beta plan for beta testers. Here's number one big problem is that their system calculates data usage when you have not even used your data. What I mean by that is there are customers who have complained that they just started their new bill cycle and it says they use 30 gigs of data, and so they're throttled, but it's only been day one. And even if it makes sense, you call into customer care and you tell them like, hey, my bill cycle just started this morning. It's only been like 2 hours since it started over, and I'm slowed down and your thing says I use 30 gigs. Even if they know they don't have a way to reset the data calculator on their system, which means that you're stuck with slow speeds for the whole month. There's like countless FCC complaints about this because you're paying for 30 gigabytes of premium data, but you're not getting it because of a system error that they do not know how to fix. That's still an ongoing problem. That's number one. Number two, they still don't have eSIM activations for eSIM compatible Android devices. There's only one Android device that can get eSIM activations, and that's the Galaxy S23 and 24, I think, are the only two that can do eSIM activation on Boost Mobile. All the other ones cannot. So like if I wanted to bring my Pixel 8a onto Boost Mobile, they can't activate the eSIM in this. I would have to use the physical SIM. Okay. Another issue that they're having is that their smart switch, where if you're on the Boost 5G Rainbow SIM and you're out of the zone, instead of it smart switching to connect you to AT&T right away or connecting to T-Mobile right away, like seamlessly, it does it. And most times it just defaults, like on iPhones, it defaults to SOS, no service. Android, no service. Okay. And I still can't understand, like, if they need to send one of their engineers over to Google and talk to the Google Fi lead and ask them, how did they do it? How did they get it to where, you know, Google Pixel, the Moto X4, how did these devices just seamlessly switch between Sprint, T-Mobile, US Cellular? Because those did. I had Google Fi when it had Sprint, T-Mobile, US Cellular connection, and it switched automatically. The only thing that I would see is a little notification at the top of my Moto X4. That was the phone I was using on Google Fi at the time. And it would just tell me that I had switched to T-Mobile or I had switched to US Cellular. And then, of course, you had, you know, third-party apps like Fi Switch, which was great because if it auto-switched you to T-Mobile, but T-Mobile sucked as far as data connectivity, you can just type in a dial code, or you can use the Fi Switch app and just tap, you know, Sprint, tap US Cellular, and it would force it on because it would auto-provision the dial code to provision the phone to connect to that network. And it would last for like 2 hours, and then it would switch back to auto-switching. Cricket is the same way with eSIM. Yeah. So, I mean, tough things with Boost Infinite, Boost Mobile. Another, interesting problem with them is the whole account email situation. I mean, now you can update your email. Thank God they changed that. But even if say you had an email that you used with Boost Mobile 10 years ago, you haven't been at Boost Mobile for 10 years ago, and you wanted to use it. If you try to use it, it will decline creating your account with that email because it's attached to an old account. Yeah, sometimes they don't purge old accounts. So everyone's just sharing all the new info. Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, shout out to Chad Ray, Steve Coleman, Jen Mathis, Arcelane, and Ben Bloom, and more. Those are auto posts. The group auto posts new members' names to welcome them. Let's see. So this person says, so far service has been great. Got to keep my old number. The transfer was smooth and instant. One of the many lucky customers that ported their number over. This person put, I'm from outside US, so it's my first time getting a new phone number here. I just placed my order and Boost. You're outside from the US. Where are you getting it from? By the way, shout out to the community. I love you guys. You guys are so in there. This person made it clear. You have to pay off the device in full before you can change service providers. Yeah, most people will try to get a free phone from Boost thinking that they can just take it to another provider. No, you got to pay it off before they unlock it. But anyways, yeah, if you guys want to join the group, I'll put the put it in chat here and you guys can join. That is a link to the group. I'm good with Visible. Yeah, that's cool, man. Stay with Visible. Visible plus $25 for the first month. Right? They got some good deals going on with Visible. Speaking of first month, I know you guys are probably tired of me saying this, but I'll still say this. If you guys want to try out Helium Mobile, you guys get 1 month free. Just scan that QR code, use my promo code and sign up, and you'll get your first month free. So I'll leave that up there for a sec. I know people find that weird. He's advertising Helium on Boost Mobile Stream. Like, yes, I know I am. And this is for those people that just don't want to stay with Boost Infinite. Boost Mobile, you guys may want to leave, but you guys like T-Mobile access, but you want to spend, less money on it. You don't use a lot of data. Helium Mobile, unlimited talk, unlimited text, 30 gigabytes of high-speed premium data. You are slowed down to above 3G speeds, and I can confirm that. You're slowed down to 1 megabit per second speeds instead of 256 kilobits per second. So that's a nice touch. Also with Helium Mobile, just by mapping the services, you can earn crypto, and that crypto you can use towards your monthly bill. So that's what I've been doing. And I haven't paid a bill since I started service with them in March, as I map everywhere that I go. But yeah, Helium Mobile service, man, it's pretty cool. Check them out too, and you can also there's other ways to earn crypto with them. So anyhow, back to the chat. Let's see. Jane says there's no native Dish 5G here except in central part of the state. Yeah, they still have more to build out. So they still got a ways to go. And, building out is not cheap. It takes money to build out the network, right? One tower alone is like hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars to build. Think about it, right? Takes time. I like how Cricket gives away free phones when you first sign up, but their plans are not competitive with competition out there. Yeah, they're not very competitive, and it depends on the phone that you go after. I know one thing for sure. I mean, I'll never see Cricket doing a promo of giving away a free Pixel 8a. They'll give away like some iPhones for free, like maybe they'll give like a free iPhone 11. Something that's like 4 or 5 years old. I know they're doing promos like $100 for an iPhone 12, and this is a 4-year-old device, right? Anything much newer? Not really. I think the newer devices are only going to be their mid-rangers, right? Like the Moto G Power, the Moto G Stylus, those types of devices. Oh yeah, that's another negative thing against Boost Mobile. Because of the network that they're building out, in order to utilize Dish 5G, you need a capable device that can access specific bands that's only dispersed by Dish 5G. So N70, your phone needs to be compatible with that in order to be able to use it. So like even if I wanted the Rainbow SIM for my Pixel 8a, they couldn't give it to me anyways. I don't believe the Pixel 8a has that connection. Let me see. All right, let's look at the info with the Google Pixel 8a. All right, let's go to connectivity and locations. Okay, I gotta see what model mine's is. I think mine's is the GKV4X, the sub 6. See if I can see the model number. Okay. It should be on here, and I got very bad eyes. So small, tiny writing. GKV 4X. Okay, so I have the sub 6 version. I don't have sub 6 NA. I don't have the sub 6 Pro. Okay, so for the 5G bands on my Pixel 8a, it supports ends 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 12, 20, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 38, 41, 48. Oh, it does. It supports N70, N71, and N77, and N78. Okay, so my Pixel 8a does. Maybe I should try to activate a second line with Boost Infinite and use my Pixel 8a as the device I'm bringing. Oh, nice. Okay, so the other one, the G6 GPR model for 5G, that one does not support it. So my model, my Pixel 8a that I got for Father's Day, that one will support Dish's 5G. The other one doesn't. And it looks like the millimeter wave sub 6 model number G8HHN does not support Dish. That's weird. Even the Japanese model, the G576D, there's 77, 78, and 79, but no 70 and 71. So the only model to support the Dish one is mine. How crazy is that? Oh yeah, no, you can swap between eSIM. And what's cool about Metro is you can convert to eSIM. But I would tell people, if you convert to eSIM, your physical SIM, don't throw it away, because if you want to go back to physical SIM, you actually can. When you go into switching your device, so you do a device swap through the Metro app. Do it through the app, not through the website, because the website, it will fail. On the app, it actually reactivates what they call burn SIMs that's already been activated. You can reuse them as long as there's not a line attached to them. But you go through the app, you go through the setup of swapping a device, and then when it asks you eSIM, physical, or new physical SIM, click new physical SIM, put in the ICC ID of the SIM card, hit next, and then it will activate that SIM card. And you just put that SIM card into the device that you're switching to, and then services turned on. That's how I was able to get, because I was using eSIM on my iPhone 12 with Metro, and my daughter has the Galaxy A53, which doesn't have eSIM. So I did the device swap on the app on my iPhone, put in the ICC ID that used to be attached to the number, and it fired back up. And I put the SIM in her phone, and now she's using it. She uses more data than me because she's always on YouTube. So my Helium mobile plan, I got 30 gigs of data, but the highest I've gotten on there with normal usage, not trying to burn all the data, but I got up to about like 28 gigs in a month used. When I purposely ran speed test after speed test after speed test to try to burn it, get it as high as I can, and I passed 30 gigs. I think I was at like 35 gigs and I was still at normal speeds, and then it slowed down. But like I only had like 8 hours left in my build cycle before it switched over to a new build cycle. So it did slow down. Speeds were about like 1 to 2 megabits per second on the download and like 1 megabit per second on the upload. That was its throttle speed cap. So I was still able to watch YouTube. I was still able to go on social media and no problems at all. But anyhow, that's cool. If my wife watches this later on her lunch break, thank you, babe. I appreciate you. She got me the model that is Dish compatible. Nice, I'm happy. I'm sorry, I'm a fucking dork. I'm like, in my head, I'm like happy, like, oh, I can get the rainbow sims. We'll see if I can get a rainbow sim in the next month or so. I'll try. I will try. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. So, I mean, that's where we're at with everything. How is the Galaxy A53? I was thinking about getting the A54. I just don't know anyone who uses those phones. So the Galaxy A53, I would say at this point right now, do not go for the A53. It's pretty old and it's starting to show its age. Like my wife uses the Galaxy A53. She's waiting until she has enough money to get like the 2024 Razr Flip. She's going with a foldable phone. I told her to get a Pixel Fold, but she's like $1,800 drop dead. I was like, yeah, you're right. Anyways, but it's a bit sluggish because of the Exynos 1280 chip is pretty bad. The A54 has a bit of jitter and jank because it does still have an Exynos chip. It's a 1380, but I'm hearing a lot of people say that the Exynos 1480 and the Galaxy A55 is actually pretty decent. So if you were to go with any of the A series, go with the A55. The only reason why I like the A53 is because of the camera sensor options that it has. It has a regular, it has a wide, ultra wide angle, it has a telephoto, it has what's the other one? It has 4 camera sensors total. It has a macro lens. So you got 4 lenses. I like that. The newer ones like the A54 and the A55 only have 3 lenses. Obviously, they got rid of the macro lens because, macro mode will just engage when you move your device. When you move it close to the subject you're taking a photo of, macro mode just goes on instant, on its own. Kind of like how when you take your Pixel device and if you bring your tripod, like my trusty tripod here, if I turn on night sight, then it shoots in night sight mode. But if I mount it to my tripod and then wait while it's in night sight mode, it will automatically flip to astrophotography. That, in case anyone didn't know, that's how you initiate astrophotography on a Google Pixel. You need a tripod so that way it stays absolutely still. When the phone's sensors do not detect motion, it will flip it over from night sight to astrophotography, and then you can slightly move your phone around just to get the angle shot you want. What do you mean, why can't Dish lease towers from the big 3? They do. They have an MVNO agreement. That's what it is. An MVNO agreement is a leasing opportunity where, in this case, Dish pays AT&T and T-Mobile either monthly or annually for access to their network. So why they didn't do it with Verizon? Because Verizon definitely probably doesn't want to play ball, and it's Verizon's right not to play ball. They could be like, fuck you guys, we're not letting you guys on our network. But they do have access to those towers. Gotta remember, Gene, there's priority levels on this. So they have access to T-Mobile's towers, but their priority is set the same as any other MVNO's access. They're not going to have priority access like T-Mobile postpaid. What company is going to give their competitor that type of access? They're already charging less than what they charge. They're not going to make it where they just hand over all their customers over to you. So there's always going to be limitations. And from a business aspect, it makes sense. You don't give your competitors your best product. You never do. You may help them develop something, right? Like you look at Google Pixels and the Tensors. They worked with them for the Tensor chip, and they basically, they helped them with the architecture of the chip. They probably didn't give them their best secrets that even gave their Exynos chips a fighting chance, which is why Google Pixels is moving away from Samsung as, their consultants and, their partners with chip development. And they've gone with the company that builds Intels. Was it TNSC? Anyways, we're about an hour and 30 minutes into the live stream. I'm going to go ahead and close this out now. Anything that you guys want to add on, last minute thoughts about the whole boost changes and everything, add them on right now. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay crew, and drop your thoughts in the comments as well. I accept anything. So comments, questions, emotional outbursts, totally fine. Leave your thoughts there. I'd love to read them. Again, if you wanted to try something else, you guys could use my promo code for Helium Mobile. Shout out to the 35 people that used my code recently. Big salute to you guys. And yeah, you can try Helium Mobile. They do operate on the T-Mobile network. They also have their own peer-to-peer network built out too as well, which other companies, like I said, are being beta tested. Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and other companies are beta testing connecting to Helium's peer-to-peer network to offload data usage for their customers. So a lot's happening in the telco industry. Helium Mobile is making moves and making big moves. There is going to be a members-only live stream. I was going to do it today, but I'm actually going to be busy this afternoon, so I'm going to change the time and switch it for tomorrow. Tomorrow, for sure, I promise the members-only live stream will happen tomorrow evening. So if you're not a member, there's that join button below. Join and become a member today. There are two options you guys can choose from. Both member options are going to be in the live stream, so don't worry, you'll have access to the live. Even if you choose the 99-cent one, you'll still have access to it. I am pushing my channel hard again. If you guys are not noticing all these brand deals and things that I'm working on, be on the lookout for the Tozo T6 reviews. The Tozo T6 are my earbuds that I got that are fucking amazing. They blow the AirPods out the water in sound quality. They blow the Pixel Buds out of water in sound quality. They blow my JVC gummies out of the water. You'll hear all about that in the quick update review that I'm dropping later today. So be on the lookout for the channel for that. So like this, Boost needs to get their shit together, and it's Helium in the East Coast. Helium is nationwide, so you could use them anywhere: East Coast, West Coast, Central, North, South, anywhere in all 50 states. You can use them. And if you're looking into deploying their indoor or outdoor hotspot to help build the peer-to-peer network for Helium, you can earn crypto and mine crypto on it. All that in the members only live stream later today. Tomorrow. I'm gonna go over it tomorrow evening and talk more about it. So I hope to see some of you members there. Don't forget about it. Make sure you guys turn on reminders to remind you. I'm gonna update the time for the members only live stream tomorrow, and then I'll see you guys there. Until then, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I love you guys very much. Be safe out there, especially with all the heat going on. Oh, my son just left to work. I'm gonna make lunch for the kids. I gotta go. I gotta go. I love you guys. Be cool. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much.